industry at the moment. The craft beer sector of the world is booming, and these guys from Hoptown Brewing would probably agree. One of their brews just recently scored very, very high in a prestigious beer competition. So owner Scott Plemons and head brewer Kyle McLaughlin are here to tell us about it. Hi, fellas. How are you?
Hey,
good. How are you?
Thanks for having us.
So glad to have you here. I want you to remind folks about Hoptown Brewing, when you started up, and you're in Mooresville, right?
We are. Yeah, so Hoptown's been open now for 3 years. We're on Williamson Road, so very convenient off of I-77. We're famously known to be set up beside the Brewster's Ice Cream in Mooresville, so
Yes.
we get a lot of crossover customer traffic.
What do they hit first, the beer or the ice cream?
Well, the kids go one way and the parents go the other.
There you go. There you go. I love that. So you guys have all kinds of stuff, but you have this one particular beer that won this international award. Talk me through first the awards in general. This wasn't the first year that you were there, or it was the first year that you were there?
It was the second year that we entered into it. This beer for us has won at the state level before, but it was the first time that we had gained national and even international recognition for it. And it took home a bronze in the World Beer Cup, which is known as the Olympics of beer. So that means that, you know, breweries from all over the world send their beers in to kind of duke it out and see which one is the top dog.
It was out in Las Vegas?
This year it was, so it rotates around, but this year it coincides with the CBC festival conference, so
Yep.
this year was in Vegas, yes.
I'm just looking at the numbers just so that you understand what their competition was. 9,000 beers from 2,100 breweries in 50 countries. There were 65 breweries entered in the honey beer category, and that's what this is, right?
Correct, yes.
Can you pour it for me while we talk a little bit about what goes into making it?
Absolutely.
Because I want to taste this thing.
We'd love to.
I mean, a bronze medal is a pretty big deal. So when we say a honey beer, what does that mean?
Right, so this has, per 7-barrel batch, it has about a gallon of local North Carolina honey. And the cool thing is that the honey's local, the malt that we use is local, the water that we use is local. We don't ship that in or anything like that. So this is really a homegrown victory for us. You know, I have a lot of creative freedom in the brew house, and
Yeah.
not a lot of craft beer flavors often resonate with everybody, but honey is something that really comes through and shines and people can enjoy and relate to.
When
So
you use something like honey, though, does it change the way you're brewing the beer?
Not necessarily. It's
Okay.
all about when you add the honey. So I add it at the end of the boil, not to get too technical
No,
or
but
anything.
I think people are curious about it.
Yeah, so at the spot that I add it, it allows for the honey flavor to come through and you know, still shine in the finished product after fermentation is done.
Oh, you totally taste the honey.
Yeah.
Oh, you really, really do.
So it's
that's
really
nice.
good wildflower honey from our friends at Sweet Wings, and they've been great to us throughout this whole process, and we're very proud to use their stuff.
This is going to be a dumb question, but I think it's probably important, and it's probably something you really go deep into in research and development. How important is the label on these craft beers? Because when you go into a grocery store, or you go into a, you know, a place that's selling a bunch of different brands, you're looking at those labels, aren't you?
Right. Yeah, well, the label is very important.
Yeah.
We have an incredible designer who puts together a series of labels that sort of link themselves to the other. He uses a similar platform, but then he has as Kyle does with creativity in the beer itself, he has a creativity with the label. So you'll see a lot of similarities in the way the labels are laid out, but at the end of the day, when it's on the shelf, you want to make sure that you have, you know, something that sticks out. Obviously, having a good shelf height or shelf position is important.
Yes.
But aside from that, yeah, you want people to walk up to our collection of beers, which we also brought 4 other cans. We'll can up to 7 to 10 different beers during a year.
Really?
But when they're all packaged together on display, we like for that kind of continuity to run through each of our labels.
Well, this label screams exactly what this is, which is
Right.
fantastic. That's why I love it so much. I have about 30 seconds left. If people come out to Hoptown, what's the vibe? What are they going to feel when they're out
Sure.
there?
Well, at Hoptown, we create a very family-friendly environment. So we're dog-friendly, we're child-friendly. We have a very large 1,000-square-foot outdoor patio space. It seats about 100 people. But the inside is very warming. It's comfortable. It's not a traditional dark, you know, reclaimed sort of a vibe of a brewery. It's very bright and colorful. and we think that differentiates us from a lot of the other breweries that are out there.
Well, congratulations, guys. That is a huge achievement. The beer is delicious. Let's go ahead and put all the information on the screen. So if you want to go out and check out Hoptown, you can do that yourself. Again, they're out in Mooresville, and boy, you guys got it locked down. This is great, and I'm so glad you're able to use so many local ingredients.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Well, if you are looking to get your teen active this summer at a low